Hi, I'm Michelle Ames, and I'm one of the organizers for WordCamp US 2019. This year we're having WordCamp for the first time in St. Louis. I'm excited today to introduce you to Allie Nimmons. Allie and I have known each other for a little while, so it's kind of fun to see you. Hi, Allie. Uh, Welcome. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I am super excited because this year we have something we've never had before at WordCamp US, and that's a community track. And you, along with, you're not doing it by yourself, so but you can tell a little bit about that, but you're doing one of our workshops in the community track. So tell us a little bit about your workshop and who you're working with.
Yeah, so the workshop that I'm doing is with Jill Binder, a wonderful woman by the name of Aruba who comes out of Canada, David Wolfpaw, who some of you listening may know who he is as well. And the four of us together are doing this workshop about creating more diverse and inclusive spaces. So not just word camps, but any community or space that you happen to belong to, how you can make sure that that space is warm and welcoming and promotes diversity and doesn't become too homogenous over time, and just individual ways that you can make that happen. So we've actually split the workshop into 5 chunks. They are speakers, community, mindset, allies, and space. So we're going to be talking about those 5 areas specifically insofar as creating more diverse and inclusive spaces for people.
I am super excited about that. I think that the WordPress community is an amazing place, but that doesn't mean we can't evolve and be even better. So I'm so excited about that. I really hope I get to come to your workshop. If not, I'm definitely watching it on WordPress TV. So it's going to be awesome. So tell me also, like we're in St. Louis this year, what are you most looking forward to at WordCamp US this year?
I'm The number one thing I'm looking forward to is seeing people like you who I have known via the gorgeous internet, but have not got to actually see in person. So I'm just so excited to see everyone that I have not actually met yet. And I've never been to St. Louis. So just the fact of being in a city that I've never been to before is going to be really exciting. And there isn't really, I don't think, one thing in particular that I'm looking forward to that's like specific to St. Louis. It's just like being in a new place and encountering all of the new things that come with that.
Yeah, that's exciting. There are some pretty cool things about St. Louis itself, though. The Mississippi River is pretty cool. So if you've never actually been on the Mississippi, any place you go, like in downtown and everything, you can get to the river pretty fast. And even by the arch, you can get to the river pretty fast from the arch. So, yeah, and if you've never been up at the arch, you totally have to do that because that is one of the really cool things about kind of being up there so high and everything. So, um, yeah, so, uh, and the food. So I don't know about you, but anytime I go to a new city, I'm like, what's the local cuisine? I have to try
For sure. Absolutely.
it. So it's all going to be good. What's a word of advice that you would give to somebody who's attending their first WordCamp US, or even if they've been to all the WordCamps US? What's something that you say, definitely make sure you do this?
I would say make sure that you're spending your time not only talking to and spending time with people that you may know, but make new friends as well. And so I feel like sometimes people go to camps and they're so happy to see their friends and the people that they saw last year at the previous camp that they don't reach out as much as they could to new people and bringing new people into their circles. So I would say for experienced people to, yeah, try to spend half the time with your friends, but half the time trying to make new friends. And if it's your first camp, understand that there are people there who are happy to meet you and would love to meet you and talk to you, and you don't have to feel, I feel like it can be kind of a nerve-wracking environment when you see people like hanging out with their group of people or hanging out with their company and you don't really feel like you can breach that. So I would just say go for it. People are going to be super happy if you jump in and say hello and introduce yourself. And if they're not a true community member. You know what I mean? Like the point of WordCamps is really to get people together, talking, having conversations. So I think that should be first and foremost in everyone's minds this year.
I agree. Absolutely. I love all the people that I know in WordPress. And honestly, most of the people I've met have been because of WordCamps. Even if it wasn't at a WordCamp, it's because of using hashtags and things like that on Twitter. And so absolutely, it's great to see the old friends, but it's so cool to meet new people at WordCamp. So thank you for that word of advice. Thank you. Thank you for being with us today, talking a little bit about what you're doing at WordCamp US. Tickets are still available, so 2019.us.wordcamp.org, and we'll meet you in St. Louis. Bye.